You're listening to the Energy is Love podcast.
Energy is love.
The Energy is the Love podcast.
The Energy is Love podcast.
Energy is love.
The Energy is Love podcast.
The podcast for the universe.
The Energy is Love podcast.
Look, Steph, it's not a perfect world, okay? I know the lawnmower is going on in the background.
Can you see me? Like my brain's breaking, thinking
Yes.
you would never record with the lawnmower. It just stopped.
Did it? Nope, it didn't.
No.
And the
Sorry.
neighbor kids are out playing. But if we sat around and waited for a perfect, I mean, this is pretty damn near
I
perfect.
think it's pretty nice.
But if we waited for like a perfect moment to record outside, surrounded by everything that goes on in our neighborhood, we wouldn't have quite as many episodes as we do.
Yeah. At least not outside one sun.
It wouldn't be a thing.
They're plentiful.
Yeah. It's what, number three?
Three
outside. Energy is
Yeah.
Love
podcast.
We're going to be updating and revamping our website soon, so stay tuned for that. There goes a bird. And this episode is brought to you by Michelob Ultra, as you can see.
Are they sponsored?
They are sponsoring the podcast.
That would be fantastic.
These were free from our fridge, so but yeah.
And water.
And water. Sure. It's water. It is just water this time, right?
Yeah, it has like squirty flavor in it.
Yeah.
Which I'm regretting, but it's just water this time.
This time. Well, we have to apologize if you managed to get through the first 20 minutes of last week's episode, because we were beyond shit-faced. Well,
It's a little bit. What did you do like? You're bleeding.
I know. It's a scab. I picked it. Yeah, we
Okay.
apologize. We were drunk last time.
I don't
And
apologize.
You don't?
No.
You haven't gone back and listened, though.
Ooh. Well,
The first 20 minutes is pretty fun.
suddenly I feel less talkative.
No,
for
don't
this
feel less
episode.
talkative. It was a good thing.
Well, you just apologized and pointed out the fact that I haven't listened and I have a reason to apologize. So I'm a little intimidated.
Why?
I just told you. I just
I
said all
don't
the reasons.
understand. I don't follow. Now it's nice and quiet. Should we start over?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Energy is Love podcast. With your host, hostesses, Craig and...
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we should not start over. We should just keep off
rolling.
from where we
I am
are.
so fucking uncomfortable and nervous.
Okay.
I was setting all of this stuff up, and I was trying to remember if I knew what I was doing, remember if everything was set up the correct way. I don't feel very comfortable right now, so I'm
Okay.
going to drink while you talk.
I also don't feel comfortable. I'm now nervous.
I'm going to shotgun all 4 of them.
Don't you do that.
Just fucking chug them.
Well, if you do that, then I will sit here and talk because I've got about 10 minutes before you're all, let me tell you something.
Listen to me, Stephanie.
Me.
I'm talking about the stuff that goes on, and then we need to figure it out because we're done with it.
We're done with
The world is not a good place anymore. It is. It's a
So-
really good place.
So one of our kids just graduated.
Yes.
Got to watch a virtual graduation ceremony, a pre-recorded video
Yes, that
that
happened.
only like 3 people were in. It was pretty.
It was great. It was a valiant effort.
Yeah. So pretty proud of her. Good job, Stevie.
Yeah. If you go back to episode something or another Stevie was on, I think it's called 18-Year-Old Life.
Yes, I think so.
Oh, pardon me. She was on that episode.
Yeah. Now she's graduated. Just signed for an awesome place that has a pool. Like I'm having a little 18-year-old life envy. I'm like, there's a pool. You got a pool and a game room and a gym and all of that.
I got you an ice bath.
Yeah. I know. I'm very grateful.
We have an ice bath here.
I'm very grateful. I just like, there's a pool and a gym that I wouldn't use.
Not an ice bath, though.
Not a nice bath.
Nope.
Well, she's 18. She can't have everything.
Right? It is exciting.
Yeah.
All the kids are having exciting things in their life.
She's going to turn 14 here on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Not have any friends to come over because we're still...
Doing the social distancing.
Yeah.
I don't know if we want to get into...
Oh, we won't. I'm just updating. I'm updating our followers.
Okay.
Hi, Barb.
Hi, Barb. Tammy
I've
Two
got
Tits.
something in my...
She was the other follower. We gained her last episode, but you don't remember.
I do now. I had forgotten. Now I'm done talking.
I have been holding on to a nugget.
A nugget?
Of something to talk to you about.
That sounds like...
And it's something that... It's funny you say that.
Uh-oh.
And
I'm seriously my eyes.
so I've been holding on to it. Did you get something in it?
I do. Like something's bothering me right in my eyelashes, but I can't tell, and I'm trying to not itch it too much because I just put lotion on my hands, and so I don't want to...
You want me to pee in it? I can hit it from here.
Go.
Just rinse it real quick. The thing I was. Are you gonna
Yeah,
be
the
okay,
nugget.
Or do you want to go?
No,
rinse?
I'll be fine.
Okay. I'm telling you,
I'm
can
nervous.
go rinse your eye if you need to.
That's okay.
So, yeah, I've been meaning to tell you this,
Oh God.
and it's really funny, and I thought it would be funny to talk about on the podcast. So,
Okay.
not too long ago, we got squatty potties at our house. I'm going to say that again because I felt like nobody heard that. We got squatty potties. This episode is not brought to you by them. Right?
Yeah.
Don't look surprised.
I'm just not sure. You did say nugget, and you're talking about the squatty potties. So where's this going? I'm gonna get another drink.
For those of you that don't know what the squatty potty
okay.
is, there might be somebody listening that doesn't know what it is.
I'm excited to hear how you're going to explain it.
It's a stool that you put in front of your toilet to lift your feet up and put your feet on it, so that when you're shitting, you assume the appropriate position / the squat, because that's how our bodies were designed to shit, was squatting, because we are animals.
Yeah.
Yep. So when we used to poop in the woods, hunters and gatherers, I don't think they stopped and pulled over. I'm pretty sure they just took 2 steps to the left, squatted, and then 2 steps to the right and
that
kept
is
going.
not a nice... I'm okay.
What animals do? Animals don't even take 2 steps to the left. Maybe
Okay.
we did. Anyways, we have squatty potties at our house now.
Yeah. Right.
And ever since we've gotten them, I tried it the very first time. And ever since then, unfortunately, I have to take off not all my clothes. I can leave my shirt on. But I have to remove everything that I'm wearing below as opposed to just pulling them down.
Oh, why? Why
I
is
have
this?
to
What's wrong
take
with
it
your
all
brain?
off and hang it up and then proceed with the show. And then when the show's over, I put after some other things, I put the shorts back on, right?
Okay. I did not know this.
I cannot figure out how to keep my pants on and assume the position with the squatting.
I can't figure out why you need to take them off.
My feet go too far apart on the stool. So because my feet are in squat form, locked and ready to go position, I can't keep my shorts on because it's almost like they stretch too far, and then I'm constant. It's like a workout for my quads, my inner thighs. I'm fighting the resistance of the exercise band at my ankles while I'm trying to keep my knees up by my head for the proper squat position.
Just like how they used to do it in the hunter-gatherer
Exactly.
days.
So that is why I pull the full Costanza and take my pants off when I use the squatty potty. I like it though.
I like that too.
I just wish I didn't have to worry about the new added step of disrobing the bottom half, the southern hemisphere. But yeah, you didn't know that.
I did not know that.
I'm assuming you're one of those uppity-uppities that keeps your pants on
Well,
when you're using the squatty potty.
my pants are stretchy enough. It's worked for me. So
Yeah.
I don't really wear real pants anymore. I'm now pajama pants and stretchy pants all the time. So
Yeah, baby, you know what I wear every single fucking day.
It's like I don't understand. Are you like?
Should we go?
I'm
inside?
I'm just trying to see like the spread that you're doing. Like you're like I'm just
You're cute.
I don't like no.
Yeah. Well, that's news for you.
I think
You think what?
I was gonna be funny, but then I realized I'm just gonna move on because
I think I'm going to write an Amazon review on the squatty potty,
please
outlining that I have to disrobe.
Let me know when
the
you do.
entire southern hemisphere.
The Amazon reviews are the best.
Mhm.
I love them.
Mm-hmm.
So please do, and then I want to see people's comments on it too. Those might already be in the comments.
They probably are.
So
yeah. So that's all I can bring to the show.
That's all.
Like all week long leading up to this
Have
episode.
you been excited to talk about your squatty potty and nudie tootie?
So nudie tootie. That's terrible. That's childish, Stephanie, and immature, and I don't appreciate it.
I find it quite amusing.
Every single day for the last 4 or 5 days, I have had something that comes into my head
Mm-hmm.
and says, this would be absolutely perfect to talk about on the podcast.
Okay.
And then it goes.
Okay.
And before it goes, I don't put it on my list.
Yeah.
So it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Besides the squatty potty. Oh, I just remembered the
I'm
other
sad.
thing.
Yes.
You're sad?
This isn't real water.
Did you really bring out vodka?
No, it's water, but it's the squirty stuff that
Oh.
I normally only use in vodka. And apparently vodka takes out the whole taste to it because just in water, it's kind of funky.
Mhm.
Vodka, I'm like, oh, this is yummy, but without it. So I'm
I
sad
wonder
it's
if
not
this is
regular
going to
water.
be considered like a product placement.
What would happen?
I don't know.
Would they pay us? Because if that's the case,
No, they would definitely not pay us.
do we get in trouble?
YouTube has so many weird restrictions. I don't even know them all.
Shit.
So it's not a big deal.
We will find out.
Yeah, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah?
Oh, there's big news in the realm of podcasting. You know about it
I do?
because I told you.
Oh, are you serious? All right.
It's
Yeah,
huge.
It is.
You don't
It's
even
big.
understand why.
I don't. Okay. I'm ready to learn.
Yeah.
I'm going to have one of these while I'm just going to shotgun these ones while you
Shotgun
talk
it.
about it.
So those of you that don't know who Joe Rogan is, he has a small little podcast that he does out of his basement. He doesn't actually. It's not out of his basement. He's got probably 1 or 2, like either the top or the second most popular or most downloaded podcast
Okay.
in existence today. Anyways, it's a pretty big deal. And he is now moving all of his back episodes, so like 11 years of podcasting and everything moving forward is only going to be available on Spotify. And that's, I think it like transitions in September, and then like it'll still be available other places until the end of the year, and then it's just all Spotify.
It's crazy.
He's also pulling everything
Moving.
from YouTube. So he has
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
All of it's going to Spotify, including the video format of his show.
Did they catch him fucking a goat? Is it blackmail?
Could be. It's also $100 million contract,
Yeah.
supposedly, and I bet you it's more than that,
Yeah.
including probably like massive shares in the company. Anyways, it's a big deal.
Okay.
The other big deal is the fact that he's taken his videos with him.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be able to watch Joe Rogan on YouTube anymore.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Okay, so what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Spotify's going to grow
Yeah, they're going to
exponentially,
explode, I'm sure.
even before, right? They already have. Spotify is also going to roll out some sort of video platform,
Ooh, good for Spotify.
right? And it's probably going to grow pretty quickly.
Okay.
In
You want to buy some shares?
in Spotify?
Yeah, is that what
Now would be the time.
Well, too bad we don't have fucking money. Do they take willow tree leaves?
But I don't know what's going to happen
Okay.
because, I mean, it's not like the end of YouTube by any means because there's such a. But as far as like podcasting
Oh, Joe Rogan
goes,
isn't going to crash YouTube. It's going to be just fine.
No, I know, but
Don't worry, YouTube. You're all right. You can handle the Joe Rogan loss.
we might just go with them, YouTube. Then what are you going to do?
What's your concern? I'm confused.
It's not a concern. It's
Okay.
just curiosity of what's going to happen because
We're going to have to go to Spotify to listen to Joe Rogan. I think that's it.
He has now begun the process of changing podcasting
Okay.
by going there and doing what he's done.
So you think everybody's going to go to Spotify?
Well, we're already on Spotify.
Yeah, we're on a lot of other places too.
We are on Stitcher and iHeartRadio and Google Podcasts.
Google Podcasts.
and
Well, they haven't offered us a $100 million deal yet, so
what else?
they know how to get our
Pandora.
love.
You can go
Pandora.
listen to us on Pandora. It's going to pull everything from YouTube and they're going to go over to Spotify. Because it's one thing if he was just doing both, then everybody would still do both. But the fact that he's taking everything and going to Spotify and it's not going to be available anywhere else.
Okay.
So like I listen to all my podcasts on Google Podcasts, right?
Uh-huh.
Won't be able to listen to Rogan on there. I'll have to go listen to him on Spotify.
I don't think everybody's on Spotify.
Well, everybody is going to have to get on Spotify.
I think you make
Baby.
him way bigger than he is.
Okay, there's 1 million podcasts 1 million podcasts out there.
So we're in the top 1%?
Yeah.
Look at that. All right.
1 million podcasts are out there right now.
Okay.
Okay. He has the #1 podcast.
Congratulations. I don't think that just because, like, I feel
That
like there's room
means
enough for everybody in all different platforms. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
His episodes, mind you, there's like 5 a week.
He's got a lot to say.
Average 100 million views / downloads.
I'm not saying he's small. I'm just saying I don't think it's going to change anything.
So let's imagine this. If you're playing
Let's
a game,
just wait for a year and see who's right
No, we're
instead
gonna
of this
keep on this.
conversation. Either
because you're going to see it
nothing
my way.
happened or, oh my God, the whole world changed and we're all Spotify bots now. I don't know. I don't think it's going to change anything. I think the only thing that it changes is it's going to boost their numbers, and that's where he is now.
Everything's going to go to Spotify.
You think everything is? Well,
Not like, but everything in the podcasting space will.
you don't think there's going to be any other podcasts like Stitcher, Podcast Addict? You think those are all done? And it's
they're
going
not
to
going to. They're not done, right? But they're going to die a slow death.
You think?
Yeah.
Because Joe Rogan went to Spotify solely? I feel like we should take a wager on this. I feel
Let's bet 4 beers.
Okay, well, let's bet something fun because we're going to have to be patient and give it, what, a year? Blowjobs?
Let's bet the.
Okay.
Let's bet the old.
Let's
BJs.
do that. So I need some guy friends because Craig's giving out blowjobs when he loses, apparently. I don't have a schlong.
Oh, you're so funny. You're so cute.
I feel like you just walked right into that one. Like you should have saw it coming.
I definitely should.
You're
have.
so convinced that you're right that it doesn't even dawn on you that you're going to have to find a dick to suck.
You're gonna have to find a dick to suck. That's terrible. I will not be doing that.
Only on Spotify.
Stay tuned.
Oh my goodness.
Part of the problem that he, I think, has expressed is the issues that YouTube has in regards to what they will and won't show.
Okay.
And / demonetize and pull your videos and all sorts of different stuff, right?
Okay.
So I think he's had those concerns, and now he's been able to create a space where none of that will happen.
So he gets complete freedom. He gets creative freedom,
yet.
all that. He can do whatever he wants.
I don't know yet. I'm sure Spotify will have some sort of
Spotify's looking a little
parameters.
better.
Well, they'll have some parameters over
You
their
think?
videos, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
But I'm certain that they're going to have a lot of the things that YouTube is doing and or has done or does do.
Yeah.
They won't, specifically because of that deal with Rogan.
Well, that'll be interesting to see then. That might allow, I feel like creative space should be more, I think it should be less controlled.
It should be free.
It should be. If you're going to talk about things that are upsetting, let's talk about why Google Play Music is no longer a thing and we have to go to YouTube Music. What the fuck is that? That's ruining my whole day. All my playlists, I'm going to have to take screenshots. I can't do this. That was the whole reason I left Apple.
Yeah.
You sold me on Google Music. I let go of all my iTunes.
It's all going to come back.
And I don't want to go back.
It'll be okay.
I don't know how to do that on YouTube. I don't want to watch music videos all day.
It's not music videos, babe. They have YouTube Music.
Yes, I figured it was music videos.
No,
I don't want to do YouTube Music. I don't want to do that. I like my playlist. I like to search my album. I like to listen to just this person or just this style. I feel like YouTube Music isn't going to have any of that. I'm not happy about that.
Yeah.
I'm very upset about that.
Well, let's place a wager. Which one has more effect on podcasting? Times are a-changing.
Yeah. I want to have to learn something new about electronics. I don't like electronics.
I'll get
I
you.
like them just to work. And when it's going to be another hassle. It's going to be another thing that's not going to work on my phone. So thanks.
Thanks, Googles. Shh, don't demonetize us. Don't turn us off.
Why do you keep saying demonetize?
That's what they do.
But is there monetize we're getting?
No.
Is it monetize money?
Maybe in the future there will be. Maybe this episode will make us... This episode do you realize right now what we're recording and releasing
is this the
could
one?
Potentially make us $1,000 one day.
Could it?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
You know, who knows? We might become...
There might be 6 beers on this table next time. Why did you put them on the table?
I don't know, dear.
Okay.
I told you, my brain's so fucked today.
All right, well, here, this one's mine.
Yeah.
And that one can be yours.
Thank you.
And this one will be mine.
The one that you're drinking
And
already?
that one can be yours.
Oh,
See what I did?
you're so nice.
I'm thoughtful.
I've had a terrible case of Corona brain the last 3 days.
I hate that.
It is so bad. So bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
I'm
are you gonna do?
tired. I don't know what to do.
I've tried brain training games on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look it. Don't jump on me, please.
Is the bug
It's
guy
the
back?
This little little green one. I'm afraid it's gonna jump on me. Where'd it go? Bing! Did I
He's
get
on
it?
the other side of the mic.
Is he?
Yeah.
No, I got him.
Nope.
Where? Can you see him?
Nope.
Then how do you know I didn't get him?
Because he's on the other side of the microphone from where I'm sitting, so of course I can't see him. On your phone thing.
He's not on it anymore.
Okay, I guess you got
flicked
him. Good job.
Thank you. I
You did-
will move the mics and flip the bugs.
You did great.
I don't feel like that's sincere.
You really did. I
I'm
don't know.
nervous now.
Why are you nervous?
Because I don't want a bug to jump in my mouth.
Yeah. What do you want to jump in your mouth?
I'm not going to touch that. I'm just going to move
also
on.
what she
No.
said. I'm not going to touch that. I'm just going to move along. Not going to touch that one.
Stop. I got pretty rocks. I'm just
Yeah.
going to hold them.
You nervous, babe?
Yes, very.
Are you still planning
I don't know.
on talking about things on
I
the
don't know.
podcast today?
Based off of how we went with, I don't know how it fits in. So not right now. Like, what were you saying? There was a bug. I'm nervous. Okay.
We did get a question from our
I'm gonna say that. Did
Instagram
we?
poll today. Yeah,
No, we didn't.
we did.
Awesome.
We did.
What is it?
The question is, what do you want to do with the rest of your life? Guess who sent it in?
I was gonna. Who?
Our beautiful daughter, Stevie.
We want to celebrate Stevie and go swim in her pool.
With the rest of our life.
Yes.
What are we going to do? What do you want to do, Steph?
I want to be me fully and live it to the fullest potential. Whatever that looks like, however it changes. I won't lock myself into anything other than, I guess, joy. Whatever. Things will always change. What makes me happy today may not make me happy tomorrow. But for the rest of my life, I want to be brave enough to be exactly who I am always and go for what I want always, no matter what it changes to. So that's the rest of my life.
That's what you want to do with the rest of your life?
Yeah.
I like it.
Guess what?
Tell me.
You make me happy. So you're in that plan.
I make you happy?
You're grandfathered in. Don't say grandfather. You know how they say
Were you
that's a
talking
plan?
to somebody else?
No. Listen, I just panicked so fucking hard. You know that term?
Yeah,
You use that term.
grandfathered
No,
in.
we're not going to say that
Nope.
term. We're not going to say that because we have some kids that are out there doing things and I don't think it's time yet.
Nope.
So
Nope. Not
so
at
we're
all.
not even going to say that word.
Locked in.
We're going to.
Your reservation has been confirmed.
Okay. What about you? What are you going to do with the rest of your life?
I don't have a clue
Okay.
what I'm going to do with the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an asinine question. It's kind
No, it's really good. It like leads into my big topic.
Does
so
it?
Keep going.
I want to create a life for us where it is not just like easy, but doable for us to sit in our backyard on a Thursday afternoon and record podcasts and not have a care in the world or anything to do. That's what I want to like create a life of, where we just get to do what it is that we want to do when we want to do it.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean we need to fucking travel everywhere and have 14 houses. I don't want 14
I
houses.
didn't say that. That was not in my plan.
Yeah, it's not in mine either. I just want to be able to live the life that we are currently living. Now, granted, with way less anxiety and or COVID
Yeah.
issues, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to live that life for the rest of my life. But the life outside of that, the one where you and I get to spend all day together, the one where we get to enjoy each other's presence and humor and laughter and fun and have adventures, that's the life that I want to continue to live. So we're going to create that in any way, shape, or form that we can so that we can continue to do it for the rest of our lives.
Cool.
Does that sound good?
I'm on board.
Cool.
That fits into my what I want for now, at least. We'll see about tomorrow.
Yeah. It's been a little touchy day today. We'll don't know what's tomorrow hold, huh?
We'll see.
Hopefully we're both still here.
We'll see.
So, babe,
Yeah.
you said that led right into your thing that you wanted to talk about.
But I'm tired. Wow. That yawn came on for strong for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I can.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to try?
Well, I don't feel like it's just the time. I feel like you still had more to say.
About what I wanted to do with the rest of my life?
Anything. I feel like there was more in you.
That's what she said. Baby,
You're such a dork.
it literally works with everything.
Adorkable. That's yeah.
And I cannot not hear it. I just cannot
You cannot not hear it.
Cannot not hear it.
TWSS. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That was our little code.
Mm-hmm. Our little shorthand LOLs.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What do they call an LOL?
An abbreviation?
I guess I was looking for some stupid
An
like
acronym.
No, like some, you know,
A hipster talk.
like the
I don't know.
things that have stemmed from texting, like LOL or LMFAO.
Laugh my fucking ass off.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know if those things have a name or not.
I think they're acronyms.
What if they have like a silly name? I'm very
AKA.
curious.
I don't know. Well, you figure out how to ask the Google the question.
I don't want to talk to her.
Yeah. You notice how I said the beforehand?
Yeah.
She's been demoted.
She's no longer what?
Well, it's not just Google. It's the Google.
The Google.
It's now the Google.
Yeah.
Because she's taking away my music. We're fighting. We are not getting along right now.
What are we going to do, babe?
I think I'm going to have to figure out how to use YouTube Music.
No, that's definitely not what I'm talking about. I think we'll get through that rough patch, okay?
I think it's going to be a little harder for me, but I'll figure it out.
I think we're going to survive.
Music's important enough that I'll figure out how to navigate it.
We're going to be all right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't we play for unlimited? We pay for unlimited music through Google
Uh-huh.
for that. So
I don't know.
what's up? I'm too movie to be made to sit still.
Yeah.
I'm too.
That's a good t-shirt. That's cute. I'm too movie to sit still. And then it's got like a silhouette of Elaine dancing on the back or something.
I actually would wear that shirt.
That'd be
and
cute, right?
I want to make it. I have to figure out how to make it.
We can make a lot of t-shirts for this podcast and sell
Let's
them.
do it.
Go to energieslovepodcast.com.
Oh my goodness.
There's some good things that have come from this show
I hope
that
so.
we could totally turn into a t-shirt.
Let's do it.
Like some previous episode titles.
Yeah.
Can you think of any?
18-year-old life. Tequila colada.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a t-shirt.
Uh-huh. Well, you had something that was orgasmic, didn't you? Didn't you say? Wasn't one named orgasmic something?
An episode?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe not.
I have to dig through and look.
There's some good ones.
Yeah. There
But
are some.
whenever
good
I
ones.
get put on the spot, it's like, what is your name? I don't know. I cannot conjure up any.
Any thoughts?
Any thoughts with that. My memory is not on point when I am like put on the spot point blank. I forget how to spell the if I'm put on the spot.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a
Is that
panic
the
thing.
thing that happens when I try to ask you what you want to talk about on the podcast?
Definitely.
Then you get put on. You're like, water.
I'll either forget or it'll be a big topic like this one and I won't forget, but all my courage just kind of goes, it's all gone. It's like having to get undressed on the squatty potty. It's just like, it's an effort.
Oh, heavens. You're going to try it now. And you're going to realize that you weren't assuming the full locked and loaded position.
I cannot go to the bathroom if I'm naked. Like, I feel like I'm too exposed.
In the little tiny bathroom room all by yourself?
I learned that, like, I'll forget. Luckily, I only have, like, pajama rompers. I don't have public rompers. But I learned that it's a thing. I learned that when I was a teenager in bodysuit days. And fun bodysuit to go out. And then you start and realize, oh, I have to completely undress to go pee.
That's so weird.
It's so uncomfortable.
What was the whole thing with the bodysuit?
That's still a thing.
Is it still?
Well, I don't wear them, obviously.
What's the point of them?
They're cute clothes. And I'm pretty sure it's to accentuate the body.
Is that why it's called a bodysuit?
I think so. I don't know. They're cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like them anymore, but I used to.
I don't know if I'd ever seen one before.
Well, you didn't know me when I was a teenager. You would have seen them a lot.
Wink, wink. Did you run around in your bodysuit a lot?
Okay. I'm actually remembering them and what they look like.
Yeah.
And which ones were my favorite. I had the fun ones that would go like this with the shoulders that were cut out.
Yeah, I remember those. I had 6 of them.
You just... I am so incredibly nervous. Oh my goodness.
Let's take deep breaths, babe.
Yeah.
Let's try to relax.
Okay.
We don't need to be nervous.
Oh, I do.
We're just sitting in our backyard. It's honestly a beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day. Finally, no wind. Oh, the wind has been quite difficult.
So let's just relax.
Okay.
Take some deep breaths. Breathe into your beautiful body.
What about my suit?
Your suit?
No. See, that's how nervous I am. Bodysuit. I'm making really bad jokes because I'm not uncomfortable.
Are you always nervous then?
Some people think I'm funny.
I think you're hilarious.
My mom says I'm funny.
You have one of the greatest sense of humors. And it's one of the things that I love the most about you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Is it because I handle and stride you not laughing at my jokes?
Yes. I had to think of the words that you said in order to try to understand them all.
So, you were not alone in that. Stevie also. I had that big joke. What was it when she was out here? Remember? I went through the big joke. I had a joke. I delivered it. I remembered it. I always forget the punchline, but I didn't forget the punchline. And I didn't crack up laughing. I made it through. And so nobody got it because they thought I was serious because I either screw up the punchline or I cracked myself up. But because I delivered it perfectly, nobody understood that it was a joke.
It was a dad joke.
It was totally a dad joke.
I'm trying to remember now.
I don't remember what it was. Oh, yeah. Caca. It was the crows, the caws. They could warn caca, but they couldn't say truck.
Yes.
I was really impressed with that joke.
It's a good joke.
I giggled. It was a dad joke.
Dads have good fucking jokes. None of this dad joke shit. Dads are funny.
Yeah, they are.
They are. Case in point. Funny dad right here.
I feel like you're more funny when you acknowledge my funny.
Is that how funny works?
No, but it's how my funny works because I feel sad.
Speaking of funny? One of the things that I hope people do.
You are very funny, by the way.
Thank you. I tell myself in the back of my head that when we talk about movies and TV and film and things like that, that you, the listener, actually takes the time if you are interested. I tell myself that happens. Whether or not that does, babe, I don't know. But we're going to pretend it does.
Okay.
And so I want to tell the people about the show that we're watching now. The
series?
Yes.
Yes.
What's it called?
What We Do in the Shadows. It's good.
See, you're very
it's
funny.
It's good.
Yes, it's What We Do in the Shadows, and it's on FX.
Is it on FX?
Yeah. So you can watch it if you have cable and whatnot. We are watching it on Hulu, right?
I think so.
So it's available on Hulu. And we could tell you all about it.
No.
Or you could just go
I
enjoy
would say
it
it
and
in
watch
voice,
it.
my accent.
Your accent
My
does.
accent is good. It sounds just like them. I love it. So, there's a movie and it's a series. They went from a movie to turn into a series. I think we need to watch the movie
to truly appreciate the series.
No.
I think we do need to watch the movie.
Yes. So you can enjoy it
Yeah.
and even more because I was super excited.
Have you seen the movie?
Mm-mm.
You totally did.
It was recommended from my mom. I
It's
loved
okay.
it.
It's okay.
I didn't. It was like she dropped some goldies.
She does.
She gave us Schitt's Creek. Thank you, world. My mom's the one that found that show. Now we have.
So there's a movie and there's a series.
Yeah.
Do you want to give them a hint at what it's about?
It's about vampires. It's a mockumentary. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Are you sure? Because you
Yes.
gave me a look like,
Nope.
oh, that's what she said. Only not the fun way. It's a mockumentary about what it's like to a life of a vampire. So they're trying to awkwardly be there with the cameras and show what their life is like, and it's hilarious. It is a comedy.
It's very good.
It is, yes.
So
And that's all I'm gonna say.
if that's the only thing you get from this episode,
Go on.
you're welcome.
What We
and
Do in the Shadows.
Go watch that because you'll enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
I have been struggling to listen to podcasts that have any like trying to think.
I hear it.
The bees.
I hear it.
It's the
Hello.
murder hornets.
Oh, don't say that. Where'd he go? Hello. Is he in my hair? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Did you swallow
Holding
one?
in a burp,
Oh.
and it didn't work.
I was like, did you eat the baby bumblebee? There's a song about that.
I don't remember what I was going to say. Do you want to?
Something about podcasts. You're struggling listening to podcasts and then you couldn't figure out what you were saying.
Yes, I'm struggling listening to podcasts that have like any. Like I don't want to listen to scientists, right?
Okay.
I don't want to listen to like experts on pretty much anything, let alone anything to do with the said virus that has taken over everybody and everything. I'm having a hard time listening to any of those podcasts.
You seem to still enjoy Rhonda Patrick.
That's true. That's true. That's one exception. She is on Rogan's podcast.
She has her own.
She does have her own.
Yeah.
I've never listened to a whole episode of hers.
So you just using her for Rogan. Well, Rhonda Patrick, I have only listened to you on your own. I have never listened to you on Rogan. So
Does she have a good podcast?
yeah.
Perhaps I'll have to listen.
I haven't been listening to anything for a while.
Yeah.
I've even tried like the one that I was the most excited about, Brené's, and I just feel like there's so much stuff that I'm doing. I don't have time to sit there and listen to a podcast. Now, granted, we just had a whole bunch go through, had a whole bunch of homeschooling to go through. We're still trying to finish up with all the graduation stuff. Then there's, just read a book. I actually read a novel instead of a self-help book. I'm
Did you
doing
finish
groups
the book?
a while ago. Kind of went through it a little fast.
Catch up, Craig.
I finished it before the first meeting of the first part of it. So the book was done. So I've been doing stuff. It's okay that I haven't
been listening to podcasts,
Yeah.
of course.
But those are usually too, like when I'm driving. But I like music a lot more, so I'll go in phases. There's times when I just listen to podcasts, and there's times that I just listen to music. However, haven't been doing really any driving. So if we have to go to Solberg's or something, we're there before I pick the song I want. So
I do the same thing.
yeah,
Try to settle on what podcast I'm going to listen to. And all the podcasts I listen to are long, right?
yeah.
So it's like, I don't have the time to listen to 3-hour podcasts anymore.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I know you do that like on planes, and
I
you haven't
used
been
to.
traveling.
Yeah.
So
I used to travel.
you're gonna have to see if you can download Rogan's on Spotify. Is Spotify downloadable?
It should be.
Because that's the only thing that got you through your plane rides.
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah.
By God. By God, it will
You gonna
be.
write him a letter?
Just start sending him my Spotify requests. Hey, I
Yes.
heard that you're moving over to Spotify. I just wanted to let you know. I don't really like the green color of their logo. I think they should change it to orange. Can you do something about that? That's what I'm going to say.
That's what you're saying. I
Mhm.
like the green.
Yeah.
So you want a sacral? I want a heart.
Oh, you're so cute. Okay, baby.
Okay, are we
Stop
done?
being nervous.
Is that it? Is it time?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Nope. Yes, I'm sure it's not time.
Okay,
But stop being nervous. Let's go.
let's go.
Let it rip.
Oh, I can't.
Fire it off.
Don't put pressure on me.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to help.
Like I wanna segue into it. I want it to be something that I can just
Ease into?
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Because it's
She
hard.
did that motion too.
And then
I just want to ease
into
into it. Not hard. Just smooth and steady. For whatever reason, this entire episode, I have been hearing my podcasting voice.
Have you?
Quite a bit.
Well,
Through my own ears.
Yeah. Through your own ear. Where else?
Sometimes I hear through other people's ears. It's my mutant power.
You're quite special.
They call me...
What are you going to come up with?
They call me Ears. That's a terrible superhero name.
I was ready to feel something when you came up with your name. Some kind of funny, but it was just like, what?
Like, that's it?
You-
That's what you came up with? You were silent for 15 seconds, and that's all you could come up with. His superpower is the thing that he uses to hear things. Ears. His name is Ears. Cool. Yeah, that's a good one. You really did
What
great
is
there,
that?
Craig.
Okay.
That's the fucking...
That might be a murder hornet. That was big.
It's a bumblebee.
Is it?
Yeah. So how would you like... Is there a question that I could ask you?
What do bumblebees eat?
Honey.
You just asked me if there was a question you could ask me. I gave you the question, and instead of giving me the question back, you answered it.
Now
You're
she's on to me. Oh, shit. She's figured out my plan.
Wait, what? Oh,
That's it, boys.
okay.
We've been made.
Oh my god. I don't know what's happening. Are you nervous? I think you may be nervous.
I've surpassed nervousness, and now I'm just silly,
You're silly.
giddy, whatever.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Well, I've decided that I was going to talk about it regardless, and I really hope I can, because I don't want it to be a thing that I think about anymore. I don't want it to be a thing that I worry about. I don't want it to be a thing that holds me back, or I just don't want it to be a thing anymore. Like, I'm so sick of it having power, you know? So that's why.
Yeah.
Because, like, who's really, like, I don't think anybody's going to really hear it here. They might, but once it's out there, then I'm done. You know what I mean? Then I don't have to worry anymore.
You don't have to carry it anymore.
Don't have to. And be done. There's nothing, cat's out of the bag.
Yeah.
You just throw all your truth out there and let it fall where it falls. And then you're free. Whatever happens after that happens. But the war inside yourself, all the fears, all the what ifs, all the unknowns, all the little realities that you create with your fear, those are all gone. Because whatever happens from that point is what's actually happening. So it's reality. And you don't have to, it doesn't have any more power. It doesn't have any more limbo. It doesn't have any more any of that. So it's not like a big deal for anything else. But for me, it's humongous. And I'm really quite nervous because, like, I don't know. I don't even know if I can handle it. I'm getting a headache in my eye. Like, it's seriously starting to hurt so bad. Like, ice pick right in my eye is what it feels like. I hate that.
So it's pretty intense, huh?
Well, for me.
Yeah.
But it's really, I don't feel like it's not like it is. You know? Like, I'm making all this build up. You know, people are at the edge of their seats just waiting. What's going to happen? And then they say, my superhero name is Ears. Like, I feel like it's got that kind of weight, you know? Here we go.
Okay, listen up.
You're getting ready to be like, oh, what did she just say?
Ears was a great superhero name.
It was. Ears is great. It is. No, really, you're cute. So, it's funny, but it has been a controller. It's been a controller before I had any awareness of it.
Something that...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before I even understood. I just knew that it wasn't, like, acceptable. So I didn't know it was something that I just didn't even know. I just knew it wasn't a thing, but I didn't identify it as a self thing. So it didn't, I just knew it wasn't a thing. And then when I started noticing things, it was...
How old were you when you started noticing things?
You're going to go right into that. I don't know. Like, what are you talking about?
Well,
when I'm starting to have awareness, or how old was I? Once I have the awareness, then I can go back and pick up, oh, that was strange. Okay, that was strange. That should have told me. That should have, like, the things I should have known.
That age where you started to have some context around it.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah.
It's too cloudy. I know some things. I know it pretty certainly. I can see some things really clear, and then there's things I just can't. It's just too cloudy. And it doesn't mean it's not real, or it doesn't, like, just because you can't, like, pinpoint exact times. Well, I was 6 years old and I was wearing a blue shirt. Just because you can't do that doesn't take away any of the, validity?
Yeah.
Of whatever it is.
Exactly.
If it's something that is difficult for, anyways, whatever. So I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, that doesn't change anything.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense that you can't kind of pinpoint too. A deep breath.
Breathe. You gotta remember, breathe.
Deep breath.
So, yeah. So it's funny. I don't know how, if I should, like, just be like, or if I should, and then give story.
And then start talking about it.
Or if I should give story and then lead up to it. So it's already there, because...
No, do that. So
well,
then
if I
people
do
have an
that,
understanding of what the story is.
that takes me like 5 years to get to, because it's so scary. And then once I get there, then I'm going to be like...
That's the challenging part.
I'm like, it's time to go try the squatty potty. Gotta go.
Start taking your pants off as you walk off camera.
Censor that, YouTube. Yeah. So I turned 40.
You did, babe.
I turned 40.
I was there.
That's a big age. It's a big age. And by no means is it a done for, it's not like, well, you're really old and all this. No, it's just, that's a really big age when it's taken you this long to get somewhere. That's a long time. And it's something that's always been there, but you couldn't. Like, that's a lot of hiding years. That's a lot of,
keeping stuff secret.
Yeah. Well, when you're saying, all I'm getting triggered on is now, when I'm hearing that, I'm like, well, should I be talking about this, or should I be talking about, like, you say keeping stuff secret and the hidden, and I'm talking about how I'm feeling, what I am, all of that, but all I can hear is, all of a sudden my voice got really loud in the headphones, and I'm like, oh,
did you hear your podcasting voice too?
Is that what it is?
I don't think so.
Jesus, I can hear me, and I haven't been able to hear me. My ears just opened.
Do you know why?
Now I can hear me. I'm like, I don't want to fucking say a word. Why?
Because things are starting to slow down, I think, and you're starting to get some tunnel vision.
Okay, well, I would like it out of my ears.
Well, if you get a little bit closer, the tunnel vision gets tighter, and then you forget what you're hearing.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's how tunnel vision works.
Okay.
Because eventually it surpasses your ears, and then
all you can
focus on is what you see, and you don't really hear anything anymore. And then it gets tighter and tighter and tighter.
Am I going to pass out?
No.
That's what it sounds like. Pretty soon I'm like, I was following the hummingbird. It was quite pretty. Did you notice that all of our blossoms and the lilacs have gone away for the time being? But look how much regrowth there is on the bottom.
I know.
It's like they're sitting in a pretty little bush.
Do you see some squirrels over there? Get it? Could you?
I get it.
Squirreled yourself with the lilacs.
What was the hummingbird?
Go ahead, babe. Do the blah blah.
So I am not talking about trauma, even though that's where I feel more benefit would be served. I don't know.
Maybe talk about all of it.
I don't fucking know. We don't have enough time. You keep checking it.
Trust me, we got time.
We do not.
We got plenty
Can you
of
just
time.
like chop it off? Make
Uh-huh.
it a 2-parter. So if it takes me like 4 hours to get there, can you
Yes.
splice it
Yeah.
and then do here's an episode, here's an episode?
We can do a 2-part episode.
Can you? It's so pretty. Look how cute, little yellow belly.
It's so cute.
Freaking love birds.
I
I
know.
love little.
There's a
bird
hawk over
birds.
there. We live in a
I
very...
can't. Oh, there. Wow.
There's actually 2. One there and then one up behind you. But we live in a
I
very
was
diverse
younger.
ecosystem of birds
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like birds.
in our little neighborhood here. So, go ahead.
Okay.
The floor is yours.
The floor is mine. It is so funny because like there's literally no risk here for me. Nothing's gonna happen. I mean, I have a whole list of things that can happen and all those could happen. But the reality of it is I can say whatever I want here. Nothing's live.
Nope.
I could always tell you that's not gonna go on air, but I won't. And that's what scares me is because I know once I do that, I won't do that.
Yeah.
My clothes aren't on right.
You're getting more and more uncomfortable.
I'm terrified.
Yeah.
I'm terrified.
It's okay, babe. It's just
Yeah?
me.
It's not just you.
But you can just look at me and talk to me.
I know, but I need it to be done. I need it so to be done. Like, I am so done. You know, you had that thing where we had the realization with the kids and it's their movie. It's their movie. But I don't think I really understood that it's my movie. And I need to quit letting other people run my movie and worry about what's going to happen, what they're going to think, what they're going to feel. If they don't want to be around me because they know whatever about me, then that's not like, there's part of me that's sad, but then there's part of me where like, that's not a bad thing. Like there's been so-called friends in my life that have shown me that they're not friends, and that hurt. But then I realized that, thank you for removing yourself. You obviously don't care about me or have my best interest, and that's not who I want to surround myself with. So if there's people that are uncomfortable, or if this hurts my business, or if this just thins my herd, then I guess that's for the best. So it's okay.
Because it's your movie, babe.
It's my movie. Like, I constantly try to make myself fit the roles that other people want me to fit. And some people are nice about it. Some people just genuinely want the best for me and have the best intentions, and some people don't. Some people are really fucking mean and can't stand me and still want me to do and then I still do it. Like I'm kind of done. And so I'm going to say things that I don't really care if they have no significance to anybody else, or if they enrage anybody else, or I don't care, because I can't.
What if they empower somebody else?
That would be awesome. I'm all for that. But that's still out of my hands, and I'm not going to have responsibility for who I am as a person. I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong. If I was doing something wrong, then it's not like I'm going to come up and punch you in the face and be like, not my problem, not my responsibility. I'm not saying that, but who I am, like, I don't have to fit the role of anyone else. So I'm just going to take that weight off of me, because it's too heavy. And whatever happens, happens. But I'm fucking scared. I'm fucking scared. And I'm also angry. So it's a whole bunch of things. So I almost said it, and then I almost threw up right there.
Oh.
Holy shit. That was like, here it comes. Not that. A little less from the depths of my soul. Let's just pop the top here.
I'm going to move this over this way.
Yeah.
You need some water?
I think I'm going to make it too windy. I'm like,
Bring up the wind, so we have
Yeah.
to stop recording.
Yeah.
The camera's going to tip over. Well, it's going to... Don't wind. We don't need any more fucking knocking trees over and tipping... Okay. Yeah, no wind. It's going to go away. Don't stop and listen to it, because then that's all you can
Sorry,
hear.
it was just a little leaf. I think another thing that makes it hard is everything is so label driven. You know, I need to understand. If I know what your label is, then I know how to categorize you. I know what box you fit in, and I know how to make it work. If I know what my label is, then I know how to describe myself. But I don't.
Yeah.
So it's also trying to just say the thing, and I can just say it, but I don't know if that's accurate.
Yeah.
You know?
I do.
So it also really pisses me off that, first of all, I shouldn't have to say anything. That's another realization I've had, is it shouldn't be a thing.
Right.
But it's a thing. It's a thing. So, here we go. 5 years later. Fuck.
Tune in on episode 888.
Jesus Christ. Right? Can we just do it then?
Yeah,
Like, I've got some time
we
then.
can do it then.
What will I be?
It's about 8-9 years from now.
8-9 years?
50.
I feel like...
Let's do it on your 50th.
Let's do it on my 50th. See that thing I was trying to say in the 40s?
Yeah, you don't want to wait 10 years, babe.
I don't. I don't want to wait till I'm 40.
Yep.
You know? I'm so scared and I'm so sad because it also changes who I've tried to be, because then I can no longer be who I've tried to be, and so that person's gonna die today. So that makes it kind of sad, because like, wow, I put a lot of effort into that person.
But now you get to be who you are.
But I am who I am. I'm just not all the way who I am. And then I'm who you need me to be, or you need me to be, or you need me to be, unless I fail at that, and in which case I'm devastated and I'm majorly depressed, and then I try to make it better, and then I'm so done with that.
Yeah.
I'm so done with that. And then okay. So I'm no longer gonna run from my identity, whatever it is. And I don't care that I don't have the exact label, because it's uncomfortable for you, or anything other than straight, maybe uncomfortable for whoever, because I'm done with it. So I am done struggling with or hiding from everybody else, including myself, my sexuality, and who I am, or who I'm not. Because I'm so much more than sexuality too, but it is such a thing. It's such a defining thing. It's such a put you in a box. Are you worthy? Are you not? Are you garbage? Are you not? Are you going to heaven? Are you going to hell? You know, all those things that I don't even believe in, but it's such a thing. I'm done with that. Because the uncomfortable truth is my sexuality is not linear. It's very cyclical, I guess we can say. It is fluid, and I am drawn to women just as much as I'm drawn to men. And it's always been that way, even though I've never really allowed it, except for kind of the last few years. And that's been really hard too, because how do you figure out who you are sexually and what your identity is, and be safe to explore that and figure out what that means with the husband, with the partner, with the wife, whatever, wherever you're at. But speaking for me as a husband, so that's been a journey that I've had to try and figure out through extreme amounts of fear and pain, and some in my lip. Don't say that's what she said.
I didn't. I was just smiling at you.
But you've like gone through that with me. You've gone through that with me the entire time, and so, I don't know. It's such a ride. I kind of feel like my skin. I feel weird. I have such a sensation going through me right now.
Try to describe it.
My skin feels like it's on fire. Like I can feel that. I know this feeling.
It's an expansion feeling, babe.
Yeah. This is different. Like as scared as I am right now and as much pain as I can feel in my body, I feel like I think I almost disassociated in a sense and went into a dream state. Like this almost feels like I'm gonna wake up and tell you about holy fuck. Guess what I dreamed? Guess what I said on the podcast? Like my body just is like, oh, now we're gonna sit over here. So I've kind of stepped out.
Yeah.
And I don't want that. I'm like, no, come back in. Let's sit here together. Let's be here. Because I have so much more to say. I'm not done. I'm not just gonna say that. It's not that. It's like, oh, I am not a comfortable straight. I'm very much not that. But as far as whatever label, I don't know. You know, you can look at it as, I guess bisexual would be the one, but even just saying that scares me because that, at least if you are fall into one of the other labels where you're a defined point, then that's a valid. It still might not be agreed with and still may be wrong and criticized, but that's a valid because at least you made up your mind. In this one, you get criticism for not really making up your mind and going both ways. And then, well, are you this or are you that? And how much? And it's such an uncomfortable space for people to grab because you can't completely define that.
Yeah.
And, which also sucks because, you know, it's hard enough. And you're like, what do you mean? Like nobody? Like I don't fit the mold for anybody now? Like there's no.
You fit my mold, babe.
Oh, thank you.
You're literally the mold of my life.
Well, ta-da!
You're everything I ever wanted.
Thank you. You're everything I ever wanted. And I love you so much.
I love you so much.
So I have a lot to say. Should we get into this or should we not?
Let's save it for next week's episode.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'm not going to be able to say it. Okay.
I'm teasing you so much.
No, you aren't.
Yes, I was.
No.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I was trying to lighten the mood by giving you a joke for a moment to let you laugh and chuckle. I really was.
I'm ready to cry.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so scared right now.
As always, I have great timing.
No.
Don't be scared.
I'm not scared because you said that. I'm scared because what I said.
I know, babe.
It's not your timing. It's mine.
It's a big thing. It's a big thing for you to share.
Can this be a big one or is it not? Like, even if you cut it, I don't care. But I need to keep talking.
Keep talking.
Like, I don't care if it makes it or not, but I definitely need to keep talking.
Keep talking, baby. Don't you dare stop. I was joking.
I know. I don't know.
Yes, I was.
I need to be heard in this moment. I need to be witnessed.
I'm hearing you.
So, some of the things, I don't know how to say things. The only thing that's not the only thing, but the prominent thing in my head right now that I'm saying, like, you need to talk about this is, like the defining moments when I've had the big moments that showed me little pieces of who I am and then showed me hiding who I am. And, just kind of things that shaped the decision and which showed me that it wasn't safe for me. And it's not just about my sexuality. There's so many things in my life that came up that was like, that's scary. That's not normal. And I need to hide that.
Yeah.
Oh, when this comes out of me, I make people uncomfortable. I need to hide that. So many things of my life has been that doesn't fit. That makes people uncomfortable. So you got to hide that. But I think the first time, like, I learned how, and it was something that came to mind the other day, and I feel bad because you've already heard the story because it was so profound. I had to talk about it.
Don't feel bad.
When
If it was within the last few weeks, I probably forgot it.
I was remembering when I learned how horrible this thing was inside of me before I knew it was the thing inside of me. Like, I hadn't even identified yet. And so there's got to be more in there, because I definitely identified with things. I identified, like, I knew that from what was explained from the grown up is that girls and boys go together. Girls and boys grow up, they get married, they have babies. That's the way it is. And so, you get programmed immediately with that. But I know that there's other reasons why. But I don't know what it is, because I know I would there was times I would see women on TV that you would see things and you would have little feelings, but you couldn't quite identify. So something else has got to be in there that I can't see that shows me how that's not okay.
So I just want to clarify.
Oh, okay.
That works, right? Is that okay if
Please,
we do that?
yeah.
It sounds like what you're saying is that you remember from an early age having an understanding of the traditional standard form of sexuality was man and woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boys and girls.
Mm-hmm.
And that there was something wrong if somebody had inclinations otherwise. So
Yes.
if a boy was attracted to a boy, or if a girl was attracted to a girl, if any of that was
Mm-hmm.
present, then that was something that was wrong.
Yes, was not natural. That was not.
There was an
allowed.
issue with that.
Yes.
And then you had like twinges of being attracted to a woman or something, or having an attraction towards the same sex as opposed
Mm-hmm.
to the opposite sex, and having a twinge of shame. There's something wrong with me.
I think there absolutely was shame, but it was also something that I wouldn't even let really come up for a while. So it was
The attraction thing.
It was something that would be there, and then I knew that was off.
Mm-hmm.
So I was immediately like,
Yeah.
It was so confusing. It was so confusing. But I think when it really set in, and it had nothing to do with my sexuality, but that's what got targeted. And it solidified so much. It changed. I feel like that moment changed the course of my life.
So tell that story.
I'm going to tell that story. Okay. I'm going to.
Because they don't know it.
I'm thinking like 12, maybe it was 14. I don't
know. Preteen, early teen, somewhere in that area.
In there, yeah. Between 9 and 15, okay? Figure. I just got really intimidated.
You're okay, babe. So during that age?
Yeah. I was at a friend's house, and we were outside in our front yard. I think we were raking, and I had the friends that were like the on again, off again friends. And it was like, we've been friends from a young age, but it was, there was usually 3 of us, and then it would be, it would change the group. But the problem, like the main thing was between the 3 of us, it was all the girl drama that would come with it. And somebody would have to be in a fight. And then, so it was close friends, but obviously not close friends, because it was vicious when you didn't. But we were outside and raking or something. I don't remember. She bent over and I like hit her with my hip, laughing, like pushed her over. And that was it. And it didn't even there was nothing there. It didn't hit and that was fine for a while. And then the next fight that we got into, the story is that I didn't hit her with my hip, is that I hit her with my front because I was gay. And I'm like, well, no, that's not true. And I never Like I never even had any, it wasn't, that's not true. Like I never even had any, there wasn't any ever an attraction to her. There wasn't ever those feelings. I did have those with another friend that's also a significant part, but I never had that with her. So it was just like, what? You know? No. And then it spread. And then I was getting called a dyke. And people were really mean. And it was devastating to me because I learned at that moment, like, I'm not that. It made me have so much hate for myself.
Can I ask you?
Yeah.
If at that moment or during that time period when that went down and that happened and you had so much hate for yourself, was that because you had some inclination that you had those feelings?
I had to have. It wasn't in my awareness, but I can look at it now as is that I had to have known. I didn't at the time.
Okay.
But it fucking broke me. Okay. And I can see that now of how I like.
So I can see that, like, I'm looking at it from the scene of a movie because that's how my brain works, right? Okay. And so you've got the little girl. She's a little tomboy. She's cute. She likes to find rocks. She's got, twigs in her hair. And she's playing with her friend. They're good friends, but they fight like girls do, just like not all girls, but, and they're outside doing yard work, raking, and she leans over and kind of gives her a hip check and knocks her down to the ground in a playful, flirty, simple, easy way.
It wasn't flirty.
Well, in
your thing, in your scene, it's not though. And I'm like, that's a really strong thing that it needs to be, because I was so blindsided. I was so blindsided by that. I have another story that is absolutely flirty, but it's not with her. And it wasn't that. It's like, I was devastated. I was ridiculed horribly throughout the school, and I had lost trust in my friend. I'd lost part of my friend, and I learned to betray myself at that moment before I even realized that there was that part of me. There was so much separation from whatever reason that I haven't been able to dig to yet, that I didn't even have awareness.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even know.
But like you said, there was some part of you that kind of
had to have. Like there's no way my subconscious knew. Like I know how things work. I just know that it wasn't in my awareness. But yeah, sense. Of course I knew. There's no way you cannot, because I can look at it from a younger age and see those things. I just can't build the pieces together enough yet. I don't have all the pieces.
Maybe this will help.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm getting really like fucking pissed off. I'm feeling like I need to defend myself. So rage is coming out, and I'm just kind of like, fuck you, because I'm scared. I'm vulnerable now. So I'm kind of just like fuck you,
Yeah.
It kind of that as a kid fucked up my life. And then it continued on, there was more things. My ex was so insecure, and that relationship was so violent on every aspect. But I had a best friend at the time, and he didn't like me hanging out with her because he thought something was going on. Again, not happening, but there was always I always had to justify myself. And so it was just easier just to not have any friends and to not. So obviously I've gracefully walked into this space with you where you say it's okay. I'm like, not true. It fucked my whole life. So it's such a different experience, but no wonder I can't just jump into the space and be like, oh, I get to be me now. Okay. I'm fucking scared. It messed me up. There's little comments that always stick. And, I don't want to call people out because I've been really good about names and not. So there's a lot of things that I can't share because it's not fair for me to blast people when I don't believe, obviously this friend, I should totally fucking blast, but I won't because, it's silly because we were kids. She was a kid too. Mm-hmm. Who knows what she was hiding from? I don't really care at this point. I should, but this is a newfound anger. So I'm just going to be angry about it. It'll pass. And I won't have judgment against somebody who is also a child going through whatever. But at this point in time, when I realized how much that derailed my life, I'm angry. So I'm going to be angry and let it be because I couldn't feel that part of this emotion then. I didn't know. I just had heard of a friend, and I've got all these people being mean. And it's fucking hard.
Yeah.
It's fucking hard, you know? It messes with your brain so bad. It messes with your brain so bad. The self-loathing that comes through is so deep. It fucks you up. So I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed for that kid right now and feel this because I need to. So right now, fuck her. Right now, I'm glad we're not friends on Facebook because I would totally unfriend her. No, I get to be mad. I get to feel all these things. And then something that happened later when I did figure it out was with another friend, because this girl and I were friends again, on and off, on and off, on and off. We did not keep in touch through our adult years. We didn't feel like making that friendship work. But this other girl that I was friends with, unluckily, there was enough people that I can keep some of my anonymity. I had a moment of where I realized I had feelings for her. So that's fucking scary. The funny part of it was I was at her house in her closet, because it was the thing where girls would always wear each other's clothes.
Yeah.
So I was sitting in her closet because it hit. Like, I was fucking in the closet. It's the perfect metaphor. And I realized I had feelings for her. And I realized I didn't just have feelings for her. Like, I had deep feelings for her. And it was weird because it was different than, like when you have, for me, my story, I don't know. But for me, it was different than when I would have feelings for a boy. You know, then there was all like that chemistry and that attraction. And then you're going to, like, the things that you would think about. But all of a sudden, when I had feelings for her, it was like, oh, what is that? It was different. I wasn't fantasizing about her sexually. It wasn't, but it was, I felt like I loved her. Mm-hmm. Like, the way I thought about kissing her was different. And then it was stopped there. And I'm sitting there in the closet when all this comes into my head, and I'm like, fuck. What the hell? And I knew at that moment, I'm like, I will never show anybody this. And so at that moment, in the closet, when I had my awareness that, okay, I decided I would always stay in the closet. Always, 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 always. So how funny is it that it was in the closet?
It's a good metaphor.
Like, that's pretty scriptic, right?
Yeah,
like, that's how you would see it in the movie.
It's
And
a
like
good
that,
movie.
like, that's too cheesy. It's too predictable. It's too cheesy. But that was my life. That's what really happened. I was sitting in a closet and was like, this is where I shall stay.
That's cute, babe.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do at this point. Like, I don't know. I have told, like, a little bit, you know. I told Janelle, and I was so scared to tell her because my fear is that if women in my life know this, that they're going to think that, oh, well, I'm attracted to them, or I'm going to try and be with them, or this, you know, this thing that it's, because now we're no longer friends. Now it's because I want to be with them. And so then I don't ever get any friends because, oh, so fucked up. It just makes my world so fucking small. But,
it doesn't have to anymore.
Well, we'll see, right? Let's fucking out there. Like, I was like trying to explain to her, I'm like, I'm not attracted to you. I'm not trying to hold anything back. I don't hold anything like there. None of this is there. It's just who I am. And then finally she was like, I fucking get it. You're not attracted to me. Okay. Can we move on? It's like, oh, I'm telling you all the reasons I don't want to be in a relationship with you and a thing, but it was so she would still be friends and know that I'm not working an angle. But all she was hearing is, you know,
you're not pretty.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, fuck. What am I supposed to do in this space? I don't know what to fucking do. How do I talk to people? And why do I have to, like, say this? Why can't I just be me? Why do I have to be like, I don't know if you want to be friends with me because I do like women. And then worse, like, what if I am attracted to somebody? And be like, yeah, I just want to be friends. I am attracted to you. But, like, what do I have to go off of a checklist, like a safety checklist? Like, I just feel like I can't be. I don't know if this is a good thing because I kind of feel like I just fucked up my whole life right now. I feel like I just made my world really, really, really small. As to where I didn't say anything because it doesn't matter. I'm not looking to change my life. I don't want to not be with you. I don't want to go, if things happen, like, that's for another podcast, but you and I are together, and that's where we're staying. So, like, why does it matter? But it matters because I had to hide my whole life. Now I just feel like I feel like I just lost everything. And that's a crappy feeling.
It's a crappy feeling to have to hide your whole life, babe.
Yeah. And I just wonder, like, I wonder who I am if I don't have to try and be somebody else. I wonder who I am if I don't have to hide who I like or who I don't like. I'm not looking to go like, also, who am I? Like, I'm hiding my crystals with my phone because I feel stupid. Like, who am I if I don't have to hide the things I like? Who am I if I don't have to hide when I want to play in herbs and pick shit from the garden, or I fucking like to be in the moon? And who am I if I don't have to try and hide this and make myself small to make people feel comfortable around me? Who am I or am I crazy? Like, technically who I am now, who thinks I can move with energy, because I do, who feels the connection to the stones and to the earth and can connect. And, oh, by the way, I also like women. I would be locked up.
She's a witch!
But not just that, but it's like homosexuality in a sense of how they would put it. Everything about me would be locked up. And in some countries, everything about me is still punishable by death right now in places. And it makes me feel bad that I'm sitting here like, oh, this is hard for me to come out, because what if people don't want to be around me? Or what if I lose my business because people don't want to come to the freak? And people are like, oh, yeah, is that hard? Like, I could get killed for that and bring shame to my family. You know?
You can't minimize your experience.
I know, but
it's yours. Like
yeah.
I said, I mean, you said at the beginning, it's your movie, babe.
It's my movie. It's my movie. It's my big. Who would I want to know who I am. I want to know who I am, because I don't care. I say I don't care because I don't want to care. I don't want to care. That's the true statement. I do care what other people think. I do care what other people feel. I do care, but I don't want to care anymore what other people think or feel about me. You know, I do care what other people think and feel because I care about people, and I definitely don't want to hurt somebody. But I don't. I can look at somebody else who's saying this story, and I can say, you're not doing anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with you. You don't have anything to prove to anybody, and who fucking cares what anybody else thinks? But when I look at me, I'm like, I don't think I'm hurting anybody else. I don't think, like, because I want to say, like, I'm not hurting anybody else. I'm not doing anything wrong, so I don't have to feel bad about who I am. But then that clicks. I'm like, yeah, you are doing it wrong. You're bad. You're, like, all the things about me. So I don't know what to do. But this is out there, and there's so much more of it, because you don't have 40 years that can be summed up in a 20-minute gut spill.
Yeah.
Or whatever. There's so much. But I can't do this anymore. I can't. I'm not going through another 40 years. Like,
is it going to be something we're going to be able to talk about on the podcast now? Yeah.
Are we recording?
This is the dress rehearsal. No, is it going to be something that you want to continue to share? And
I have so many things that I want to continue to share. I have so many profound moments in my head right now, but we simply don't have the time. But there are, there's those, it's like the movie Inside Out. the core feelings. You know, you have all these feelings, all these things that happen, all these memories, but then you have these core ones. I have more than 5. So I have all these core things where I see they were changed and I see what they meant at the time. And now that I can look at it with awareness, of a different kind of awareness, I see what they mean now. And I can see the trickle effect of what it had. And yeah, there's a whole bunch. So I don't know what's going to happen. You know,
It's a mystery.
it's a mystery.
Well, I'm proud of you, Stephanie.
Well, thank you.
Like beyond proud of you.
I don't know what to do. I am uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like my butt hurts from sitting like this in the chair. I think I might have been crunched because I just straightened up and I'm like, oh God,
stuck in this
how was I sitting? Was I like this the whole time?
stuck position. Yeah, I'm
So-
hoping that this is something that we can talk about more openly on the podcast now and continue to discuss and share and go
Cat's out of the
into
bag.
and express. And I want to give you all of the time and all of the space to talk and share and say anything and everything that you want to.
I need to go hide now. I can't go anywhere. So I can't go anywhere and I have to go self-isolate for a minute.
If you need a break, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's okay. I love you so
Pretty
much.
fucking freaked out. I love you too.
You did so good.
Oh, thank you.
There'll be more on future episodes.
Maybe this might be the last episode. You know, Joe
Possibly.
Rogan's taking it out, going to Spotify. So
It's possibly the last episode of the podcast. Let's hope not. But I love you, baby, so much.
I love you too.
And everybody, go have a wonderful, beautiful, wonderful, amazing day. And be brave. Fucking say hard things. It's fucking worth it.